Reese has been appointed to represent you. He's just been given, he's trying to get caught up real quickly on all the information and the discovery.
She's back. And so is the chaos. This woman, known for arguing every rule in the book, returns to court, insisting she's not subject to the state. But the judge, she's heard this song before. What starts as a simple scheduling update spirals into another standoff between law and delusion. Watch closely, the patience level in this courtroom drops fast.
In your case, I'm going to reset your case so that he can get all of that. Once he gets it, he'll be out there to go over it with you, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date.
The judge tries to start on a calm note. Her new attorney's just been appointed, hasn't even reviewed discovery, and the court simply wants to reset the case. Nothing dramatic, just procedure. But Miss Pugh, true to form, can't resist objecting to her own attorney's existence. Every sentence turns into an argument. It's not even 30 seconds in, and the tension is already visible on the judge's face.
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree to comply with any of your appointed court agents, considering that their first duty is to the state.
I understand. We've had this conversation before.
And for your record, I do.
Then comes the interruption storm. The judge tells her once, twice, "Stop talking over me." But sovereign citizens don't believe in stopping. They treat courtrooms like podcasts. Constant interruptions, circular logic, and word salads about consent. The judge stays composed, but you can tell she's had enough. This isn't a negotiation, it's a courtroom governed by actual law.
So if you want to represent yourself, there's some things. Ms. Pugh, stop talking over me. If you want to stop talking over me. If you want to represent yourself, then there is a process that we have to go through, and we'll do that today if that's what you want to do. We'll get your case set for trial and we'll go forward that way. It is highly inadvisable for you to represent yourself. Lawyers have many, many years of training. They understand the law. They understand how a trial works, because here's what.
Now the judge explains what representing yourself really means. You want to go pro se? Fine, but you're expected to know the rules of evidence, how to submit exhibits, how to question witnesses, everything a trained attorney knows. No YouTube script will save you. Most sovereign citizens crash and burn at this point, realizing freedom from jurisdiction doesn't mean freedom from consequence.
To ask you, I'm going to go through these questions. I need you to answer them if you want to represent yourself, because this is required. All right. So have you ever studied the law? Okay. Have you ever represented yourself before in any kind of criminal matter? Okay. Do you understand the charges against you?
I know we've been accused of.
Okay. And so do you know, and we've gone over before, I think, what the range of punishment is if you're found guilty on a jury? Do you know what that is? Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me pull you up here. We'll go over that again as well.
The judge begins the competency test. Do you understand the law, the charges, the potential punishment? When she reads out 2 to 10 years in prison, the defendant's answer is the classic line, "I don't understand, this isn't clever, it's fake." Courts can't proceed with someone who refuses to acknowledge the system's existence. You can't play the game while denying the board exists.
Do I understand? No, I don't understand.
What do you not understand about that?
I don't understand, Your Honor.
So here's the thing. If you want to represent yourself by law, you have to be able to understand these things. Otherwise, I've got to appoint an attorney for you. So you can't just say, I want to represent myself because I don't like the attorney or I don't like the process. This is the process that you're in. You live in Texas, you live in the United States. This is the law that applies to your case. So what do you not understand about the range of punishment if you're found guilty? And I'd be glad to explain.
The judge gives her every chance to clarify, to show she understands even the basics, but she keeps repeating the same line, "I don't understand." The irony, she's using her lack of understanding to try and gain control, but that's exactly what disqualifies her from representing herself. The law is clear. If you can't grasp the process, you can't waive your right to counsel. period.
So if you say you're not guilty, then you go in front of a jury and they determine after they listen to the evidence if you're guilty or not. That doesn't have anything to do with if they find you guilty, you understanding that they could send you to prison for between 2 years and up to 10 years. Do you understand that part?
That's it. The judge cuts it off. I'm not going to allow you to represent yourself. Calm, firm, surgical. She doesn't yell. She doesn't argue. She just ends the charade. At this point, the judge knows the pattern. Every hearing with this woman turns into the same semantic circus. So she does what every smart judge does. Protects the record, locks in the counsel, and moves on. Then comes the interruption storm. The judge tells her once, twice, stop talking over me. But sovereign citizens don't believe in stopping. They treat courtrooms like podcasts. Constant interruptions, circular logic, and word salads about consent. The judge stays composed, but you can tell she's had enough. This isn't a negotiation, it's a courtroom governed by actual law. Now the judge explains what representing yourself really means.
What are you, yes or no? No, you don't understand that. So, Ms. Pugh, it's my understanding, I'm not going to allow you to represent yourself because you don't understand the law and the process. So we're on question number 4 out of 15 that I'm supposed to ask you. So Mr. Jeffries is going to stay on your case. I don't care what you want at this point. You can't do it. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. I'm done. Go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff. Welcome to the criminal appointment list.
Yeah, fun, Judge.
This was not meant to be any kind of punishment, I promise. So Mr. Jeffries, just, get ready like you would. Probably it's going to go straight onto a jury. And we'll just get it figured out.
Miss Pugh is escorted out with the bailiff as the judge signs her new attorney onto the case. The court will set it straight for jury trial, because that's where all sovereign citizen fantasies finally collide with reality. The judge isn't angry anymore. She's just done. And that's the real story here. The system doesn't need to argue with nonsense. It just needs to outlast it. If you found this courtroom clash wild, drop a like, comment, I understand, and subscribe, because these sovereign showdowns just keep getting better.